After watching the new Project Judas trailer for the Outlast Trials, I can safely say it's going to change Outlast Trials forever. And I think this can be said about both the lore and gameplay of Outlast Trials. As the lore progresses, Easterman becomes more and more deranged, adding more to the trials. And from the look of the Project Judas trailer, this is just going to be reflected in the gameplay as well. Before we get into this, only 0.8% of you guys are subscribed, and I've only just reached the thousands now. Each part of this trailer confirms so many of the things that have been speculated or theorized about the coming update. But the main point of this video is why Outlast Trials is changing forever, both in lore and gameplay. Without even talking about the new trial environment, it was really clear that now that the reagents have gotten a taste of blood, there's going to be huge consequences for everybody. And by the looks of it, mainly the other reagents. Because just look at how brutal it's getting between them. And I'm sure you've noticed, this isn't in any trial environment. This is in the sleep room. I think one of the more interesting parts of this is that there's no weapons at all. This is simply just players going hand to hand in the sleep room of all places. It seems like they're trying to insinuate that the invasion has taken a huge toll on a lot of the reagents. Along with the new trials, this is going to be crazy and just absolutely game-changing to whatever they have in store next. But then again, what other time has the sleep room been in chaos? That's right, when Amelia finally let people escape. That's the only other time I've seen the sleep room change this much. And coincidentally, I guess, what other person has been mentioned in this trailer? Yeah, Amelia's back. So I guess just a pure coincidence, guys. I want to guarantee that this next time the reagents are trying to escape, there's going to be a crazy event like this. Sorry, I'm completely ignoring the crazy cutscenes that are going on in the background. I swear I'll get to it eventually. If this really is the true Amelia, I think with her eventual help, the reagents are going to be able to escape again. But why would the people who have been killing their allies want to leave in the first place? Apart from being probably the coolest name they've come up with, I think Project Judas is going to have a very big role in what's eventually going to come, mainly with the meaning of its name of Judas. It's interesting that Outlast Trials has included a biblical reference, because that's more of Outlast 2's sort of thing, whereas Outlast Trials leans a lot more towards political corruption, with Outlast 2 focusing on its biblical corruption. I absolutely love talking about references to the Bible, so I'll keep this short. With Judas being the disciple that betrays Jesus, we can 100% expect a betrayal in the Murkoff facility. Immediately my mind jumps to multiple places, so I don't think this could just be one thing that happens. The more obvious answer being the reagents that betray each other, but another answer being the Murkoff facility betraying Easterman himself. Easterman does really think of himself as a god, but a lot of people seem to think this is going to come from Avelanos, who's in the trailer.
Easterman's pushing too hard, taking too many risks.
That's enough for the speculation to start, but I'm not really sure that means that it's actually going to happen. People also seem to think that the A stands for Avelanos, which is entirely possible, but I'm not going to make any more speculation on this because I really just have no clue what's going to happen other than what I've told you. I've definitely talked way too much about the lore and not actually how this is going to affect the gameplay, because you guys don't know how excited I am to actually play this new season. So all of that speculation, theorizing, and leaks were true. The new trial environment really is the twins, and I'm so glad because they need so much more love. And you guys may not have caught it, but that really looks like an introduction cutscene. Every Prime asset has an introduction and a little scene that you'll watch at the start of their main trials, except for the twins. Because just look at this in the new map. They're surely getting something with an intro cutscene. They're surely going all out for this new map. And along with this, I'm certain there's going to be so many invasion changes and maybe even new modes with this Judas sort of theme around betraying people and the invasion incorporation into this. The real invasion changes and updates will be coming later, but there's surely things they're not telling us with this betrayal theme. Another way this is going to change Outlast Trials forever is the way that it's going to drive new people towards playing the game. The amount of attention that Lilia and Despoil the Auction brought into the game was insane. The final encounter of the trial was especially what went viral online, and this is how the Outlast developers bring attention back to the game. They don't necessarily try and keep players consistently, but keep players coming back to the game because they know the Outlast Trials is sort of like a party game. So many new players are going to be brought into the game even if there isn't a sale on. That's how the Outlast Trials with this update is going to be changing forever. In lore, in the gameplay, what's to be expected from the gameplay, and then the people that are coming in. If you want to know more about Season 6 of the Outlast Trials and what is confirmed to be coming in the roadmap, I'd really suggest checking out my other video, because this goes over everything confirmed in Season 6 and even more information from Season 7. So please go check that out if you don't know anything about the roadmap and what's to come. Even then, I go over a lot of information that you might not know. That's as well as theories and ideas about what wasn't revealed. So guys, all that usual YouTuber stuff, thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, because only 0.8% of you guys are actually subscribed. And I'll see you all in the next one once you check out my other Outlast content. See yas.